How much can you borrow from Possible Finance? Are you sitting there right now, looking at your bank account, feeling that heavy pit in your stomach because an unexpected bill just landed on your kitchen table, and you are wondering if this app is the lifeline that is going to save you? I need you to listen to me right now. If you are retired, or if you are just about to cross that finish line into retirement, you are living on a fixed income, or you are getting ready to. And when you are on a fixed income, fear does terrible things to your judgment. You get scared that the lights will get turned off, or that you can't afford that prescription, or that the car repair is going to completely wipe out your checking account this month. And when you are scared, you start looking for quick fixes. You see an app like Possible Finance promising fast cash, no credit check, and you think, oh, thank goodness, this is the answer to my prayers. But is it? Is it really? Let's get right to the bottom line of your question. How much can you actually borrow from them? The absolute maximum amount that Possible Finance will lend you is $500. For their cash advance product, it caps out at $300. And if it is your very first time using the app, you are not even going to get that. First-time users typically get approved for an average of just $85. $85. Now, I want you to think about that. Is $85 or even the full $500 going to solve your long-term financial security? No, it is not. But let me tell you what it can do. It can trap you in a cycle of debt that is incredibly hard to break when you do not have a salary coming in anymore. You need to understand exactly how this works before you ever think about downloading that app. Possible Finance does not look at your FICO credit score. To a lot of people who have hit a rough patch, that sounds like a dream come true. You think, wow, they don't care about my credit, they just want to help me. No, they're a business and they are looking at your actual bank account transactions. They want to see that you have at least $750 of regular income deposited into your account every single month. Whether that is from a part-time job, a pension, or your Social Security check, they are looking at that cash flow. They want to make sure that when your next check hits, they are the first ones in line to get paid back. And how do you pay them back? Unlike a traditional payday loan where you have to give them the entire lump sum the second you get paid, which completely destroys your budget for the next month, Possible Finance breaks it up into 4 installments over about 8 weeks. They tell you there are no late fees, and they tell you that they report your payments to Experian and TransUnion to help build your credit score. That all sounds beautiful, doesn't it? It sounds so safe. If you translate that fee into an annual percentage rate, the actual APR metric we use to measure the true cost of a loan, you are looking at an interest rate that ranges from 102% all the way up to 265%. 265% interest. If I told you to go out today and sign up for a credit card with a 200% interest rate, you would look at me like I lost my mind. You would say, Susie, that is crazy. I would never do that. So why would you do it through an app on your phone just because it is wrapped up in a pretty, convenient package? When you are retired, every single dollar matters. You cannot afford to throw away $20, $40, or $50 on fees just to slide your own money forward by a few weeks. That is money that should be buying your groceries, paying your supplemental health insurance, or staying in your emergency fund. The fear that drives people to these apps is real. I know the terror of feeling like you don't have enough to cover an emergency. But borrowing from your future self at a 200% interest rate is not solving the problem. It is just delaying the pain and making it more expensive when it finally hits you. If you take out a $500 loan today to pay a utility bill, what happens next month when you have to pay back those installments and pay next month's utility bill, all on the exact same fixed retirement income? You end up short again. And then what do? You borrow again. That is the debt trap, and it is quicksand for your retirement. So, what is the actionable takeaway here? What do you do instead when you are facing an unexpected expense and you are tempted to use an app like this? First, if it is a utility bill or a medical expense, you pick up the phone. You do not borrow money to pay them right away. You call the utility company or the hospital billing department and you tell them the absolute truth. I am a senior citizen on a fixed income. I had an emergency, and I need to set up a payment plan. Almost every single major utility provider and medical system has hardship programs and interest-free payment plans specifically designed for retirees. They will often let you break up that bill over months with zero fees and zero interest. Why would you pay Possible Finance 200% interest when the utility company will let you pay them back over time for free? Second, you must look into local nonprofit and community resources. There are local agencies, faith-based organizations, and senior assistance programs that offer emergency grants for utility bills, home repairs, and medical costs for retirees. This is money that does not have to be paid back, and it doesn't require linking your bank account to an app. Third, if you absolutely must borrow a small amount of money and you have a relationship with a local credit union, go speak to them. Many credit unions offer what is called a payday alternative loan or a PAL. These are small dollar loans specifically regulated by the government where the interest rate is legally capped at 28%. Compare 28% at a credit union to 265% on a lending app. It is a world of difference for your financial health. Your financial security in retirement depends entirely on protecting your cash flow. Do not let fear trick you into thinking that a $500 high-cost loan is your only option. You are smarter than that, and you are worth more than a life spent chasing the next paycheck or the next Social Security deposit just to pay off an app. Stand in your truth, look at the real costs, protect your retirement, and stay safe.